Hey guys, and we're back with another reaction. How's everyone doing? How's your mental health? How's everything? You know what I mean? How's the finances? How's everything? You know what I mean? So I've it's Sunday today, sun's out. The weekend has been popping. I haven't been out. I've been at home. I've been fixing my house. I've been finishing other stuff I had to finish. I'm not gonna step out until like probably after April, to be fair. Excuse me. Just because I'm getting things put in place. And I'd rather have things to be put in, I'd rather have things in place than just going out and just for no reason. Everything needs to make sense. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, we're gonna react to Lin Mei. I like Lin Mei. I think everyone has their own opinions about her. Shout out to Pound Sterling, shout out to Doug. It's okay. Shout out to Pound Sterling, shout out to Doug, shout out to everyone. But I like Lin Mei. I think Lin Mei gives sometimes, obviously, she made a few mistakes with certain things she said, especially when she spoke on, in Giggs' son. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I don't think she should have done that, just because, you don't want to talk about people's kids. Oh my God. But this is different. I think what she said and what she was a low blow. I know she's a very intelligent woman, but I think she also gets caught up into the clickbait stuff as well. Because everyone knows clickbait stuff gets more views than when you're talking actual sense sometimes. So, but integrity is very important. That's why certain things I won't even react to or even talk about. Because there's no need. There's no need at all. So she went on Pound Sterling's and Doug's winning talking podcast. 1-to-1. I like what they're doing. They have the podcast and they have this. Hopefully Doug finds a thing where he can do as well on the show, but there's no rush. They're doing very well together. So let's go.
And like when they're older, you're embarrassed. If I take you out to a function and someone says of a credible character, what is it that you do? Do you know what they say? Bit of this, bit of that. You don't want to say.
See, that can't work. I remember,
No, you know what? I'm like, 1, 2 seconds, 3 seconds in? Do you know how serious that is? Do you know how serious that is? Hey, bruv. That's why a lot of men don't date women their age. Hey, anyway, let's not even go. Let's not even get into that.
Oh, a man has to know what he's doing in life. You need some kind of profession. All that bit of this, bit of that can't work.
So back to...
I'll tell you that. And I've been telling my guys that from back then.
And there's a lot of guys past 40 that's still trying to do bit of this, bit of that.
No, not as big men, you can't do that. But...
No, so
let's get back to what we were saying.
We'll get back to it. But I still grew up in a certain area. I still had family members. Yes. I still had to go visit my cousin in prison. Mm-hmm. So by proximity, of course I'm going to have friends. Of course I'm going to go out. Yeah. Of course, we spoke out before, was not on the straight and narrow 100% years ago.
Yes.
So this whole idea, you used to be in the club with the guys. Yes, I did. But were they my man?
No one said they were your man.
And I'm not going to say I haven't dated and then realised, I went on a date once. He must have forgot to leave it in the car, but the burner phone rang. We didn't go on a second date. So this whole idea that podcasters are saying, you used to love us. No, I didn't. No, by proximity.
But who's... When you're in your late 30s, mid 30s, late 30s, 40s, whatever, early 30s, late 20s, whatever. But to be in your late 30s, mid 30s, early 30s, mid 30s, going to 40s, and you're still having that title of roadman, is madness. Now, I'll tell you why. If you're on road or you're doing whatever you're doing, you're doing whatever to make your dough and survive. You're not a roadman. But when you have roadman under your name for sometimes, or if you say to someone, yeah, I'm a roadman, people are gonna have certain thoughts about you. Yeah, certain thoughts about you. And I'm not talking about like, oh yeah, he's a road, he's a waste man. No, like I think people love using the word roadman to intimidate people that's not on road. You know what I mean? Because when I was on the ends, people are outside or whatever, I've never heard a term someone said, yeah, I'm a roadman. The term, I don't know in it, but the term, anytime someone around me, so he used to tell someone, oh, they're on road or outside, is when they're talking to someone that isn't outside. Because as a big man, you shouldn't be calling yourself a roadman. A big man, I'm sorry. Like, if you're mashing in work, you're mashing in work. You're making your peak, bro, that's none of my business. But you can't be saying, yeah, I'm a road, bro, you can't. Because when you go to certain establishments, you have to, bro, you have to code switch. And people always think code switching means I'm code switching to speak to a white guy or this or a white woman. No, code switching is the environment you're in, the business you're in. Not every black person was on road. Not every black person grew up how many from certain areas grew up. So when you start to, you're trying to act white or you're trying to act this, bro. I remember, bro. Anyway, so it just doesn't. It makes no sense to me.
I didn't say you used to love. I didn't say you used to love us.
Okay, so
I said you like the guys. Lin.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Like, a lot of us are of a certain ilk and from a certain cloth, and you get on with us well, and we get on with you well.
And I'm still going to pull you lot up on it.
So
I'm still the people that I care about the most. That's why, because you know, like a younger brother that's doing nonsense, or you know, a sister that you even in.
So you're just holding them to accountable to a standard.
Even in Tupac song, "Wonder Why We Call You Bitch," he was trying to admonish women and say, "Do better." Keep your legs closed and your eyes open. Tupac said it to the girls, so why can't I say it to the man
them? You lot from early.
All right.
Listen.
So if you guys can advise women, or when you have that little sister, do better, man. I heard you're doing a madness.
So no, all right, then back to what I originally said, because I don't know. What did you say in the beginning about that had people up in arms? Because I didn't catch it. I caught I can't remember. I caught the rebuttals. So the way I saw the rebuttals is like, you must really be pressuring the man them, because I saw a couple of people were like, why are you getting onto the man them for? Blah, blah, blah. So I was like, that's not the impression you give me.
I can't remember, but I think I do. No. I don't. We've established I don't troll. I say things with meaning and purpose. It may not be the kindest of deliveries. I can put my hands up to that, and it's not going to change.
I understand.
But it's not a troll. And sometimes, you know, like, people won't admit this in public or whatever, but they're like, you're right. Like, okay, they're not going to like it.
Heard what you said.
You're right.
I did look, but I couldn't find it.
I'm sure it's something along the lines of, I'm sure it's something along the lines of like, okay, if you're not selling drugs anymore or whatever, then why spend your whole life talking about it via music? Or if you're not doing that, then why sit on a podcast and talk absolutely?
No, yeah, but wait. If you spend, I think this is where she's wrong in a sense. There's people talking about it. There's people glorifying it, and there's other people that's just waffling, talking a bag of nonsense. Yeah. So I'll start the first one. The people that's talking about it, they've done it. Let's say that they're 35, 40. And they were outside from 16. All the thing they've seen from 16 to 35, 15 years. Yeah? 15, 16, whatever, 18 years. And they're seeing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Yeah? And now they got out of it, they found a new, and they want to start a podcast or want to do music. They're going to speak about the things they can speak about. Not every song is talking about drugs, burners, and RIPs and frees. It's not every song. But people are nitpicking. Yes, there are some people that are doing that are speaking nonsense. Yeah. Okay, cool. The second one was, what did I say? I said that that there's the road use that, the ones, I forgot what I said anyway. But the ones that chat shit, the ones that have never been outside, the ones that were around the situation are talking a lot more than the people that are in the situation. That's what I've seen anyway. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the rappers or the podcasters haven't done anything what they're talking about. It's not that. But when you have so much nonsense from other people, the ones that's actually trying to make a change or trying to teach and learn is always shadowed. It's always shadowed. It's always been shadowed and always will be shadowed. You know what I mean? So
lies and drivel, because there's a lot of guys doing that now. They're just lying. They're lying, or they're talking hood politics, and a lot of people are past certain ages. It's to me, I think you should be at that stage where, I'm not saying you can change your past. We've all had a past, but like, I think men of today need to really think about what they're doing every day. Am I adding something that is positive to society?
Agreed.
So the way how some of these podcasts say, I tear people down. No, you tear people down, because
I wouldn't say you tear people down.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that's what some podcasters will say.
I've caused some trauma to some people when I think about it.
I've caused men need to start really manning up.
I can deal. But some of these guys, maybe some of them are young, maybe some, not everyone's ready for you, listen.
But how about if you're so confident in what you do, what I say shouldn't bother you.
This is true.
Do you know what I mean? If you're,
this is true.
Whatever I say about Roadman, why are you bothered? You're not my brother. You're not my man. Go forth with your day and continue the road.
She said,
the path that you're doing.
Yeah, because everything now is on social media, isn't it? It's like everything now is on social media. Like, I had conversations about what the whole ZZ situation was talking about. Everyone's talking about, ZZ's there. My own business as well. I said, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, what? That's one opinion from one person. Other people have other different opinions. That relates to you. That is on your side. That mirrors what you're saying. Why does this one person that doesn't have the opinion that you have, man's trying to drill in? I don't understand.
She said, "Go forth, you're funny." No, I hear it.
It's my view. And I think the whole roadman image, I know you don't like that term, but whatever that is, has been very detrimental to the inner city black community.
I agree with you. Do you think that part of it is when you say that the artists or whatever, they're still perpetuating the same kind of themes? Is it because I say this thing often where I say a lot of us, it's almost like the first era of transitional success from the streets to where we're got these. Don't do that. Yeah, we're not going to do that. You're not you're not going to downplay what we've got to say for ourselves. We're going to listen. Didn't we just agree that we're going to listen?
Okay, I should have.
Roll her eyes.
Rolling your eyes. That was very, so let me finish.
That was a bit cheeky.
Yeah, it was a bit cheeky. That was a bit cheeky. See why your cheeks are so big and cheeky.
Hey, what's that? Huh? I see someone trying to flirt. What is this? Just trying to be the UK kind of so. It's just different opinions.
But anyway, we move. We move. So as I was saying, as time passes, I'm sure guys will do better. Some will be leading a certain kind of way, and some will be behind. But it's their first. They've come straight from that to this, and I believe that's why some people fall as well, because there's no training. I think some people might even need counselling before they get to the bag. Like, we're about to give you all this money, but before we give it to you, we need to look at what demons you've got that you picked up over the years. What your mental state is in those kind of transitions. Maybe not just music, but any situation where you're getting taken from this situation and getting put up here in this situation. A lot of the guys aren't prepared, so this is all they know. They've spent more time doing that than they have doing this. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, but then maybe we need to look at the internal systems of the community as to why that's all they know. So my age, I think we're okay, no, you're older than me, but we're still in the generation of
Yeah, we're still
millennial,
generation,
right?
yeah.
So a lot of people our age, similar age, said it's because of their father. But now we're doing the same thing. Do you know what I mean? So then the younger ones are acting like hotfoots on the street because they're seeing their dad who have done the same. And then it's going to continue.
If they even see their dad.
So exactly. So the cycle, so this whole, that's all they know. And like, let me ask you a question then, because many people say, what choice? A lot of the people say, we don't have any other choice. We don't have no way of making money. We don't have, like, when you look at so many people.
No, I wouldn't say that now. They can say that then to a degree.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
they can't say that now.
See, I don't understand. When growing up, bro, there wasn't much things to do, you know. There wasn't many things to do. Luckily enough, my mum put us in this thing called, I think it was Young Care or something like that. And he took us to like Ireland. We used to go like on trips and this and that. That's all gone now. I think they should return that, but there's no budget. But yeah, growing up, we had that. I had that. Not every child had that in my area. I had, my sister and brother had that. My mum went and found those type of things. My mum had 3 kids by herself. And one of the things where it's like, she couldn't take each of us to different places. I have a daughter now. I have 1 child. So I can do that. My daughter goes to football. My daughter goes to karate. My daughter goes to libraries and this and all the different things. You know, my mom took us to the library and this and that, but she couldn't do everything by herself because she had 3 kids. And what happened is when you don't pay attention to your child, sometimes you can be missed for the cracks. That was my mom's generation. Our generation, we shouldn't have that. Because we've seen what it's like when you don't have both parents participating in raising a child. You see what I'm saying? So for me, it's just some are changing the cycle. There are more dads involved in the kid's life. There are more dads fighting for the children's to see their child and so on and so on. And so I think we've done a lot of growing up. Maybe a small amount that's still doing the same nonsense our past parents did, whatever. My dad's got 11. I got 11 siblings, you know. I got 11 siblings, all from my dad's side. Obviously, my mum, me, my brother and sister, yeah. But half sibling, I got like 11. Oh no. It's 8. I have 8, sorry. You see what I'm saying? And they're roughly the same ages as me, and my siblings, and my sister, and my brother. But I won't be doing that because I've seen what it does. You know, so.
Or now, whatever. So many, and this is not for all, but from what I've seen and for who I've spoken to, you have certain Vietnamese people who have come here illegally with nothing, yeah?
Yes.
And I never hear them complain about representation. I never hear them say they have to sell drugs. I'm not saying they don't have their criminals. Let me just put that out there.
Shout out my Vietnamese people.
I'm not saying that we don't. But what I'm saying is they still have an ecosystem where they understand banking, business, finance, the high street
even
of
if
shops.
they're doing something off the books, it's turning into a restaurant, it's turning into a shop. I hear you. There's an infrastructure.
And then this whole idea of like, they don't go out there and complain that the white man's not employing them because they all employ each other. Have you ever gone to a Vietnamese nail shop and see a white person or black person? No, they keep their group economics there. When you look at one of the most disadvantaged groups in the UK is Bangladeshi young men. When it comes to literacy, when it comes to being impoverished, but they still have their ecosystem. Most Indian restaurants are actually Bangladeshi owned. Like they have something, the same with the Turkish man. We know they do hella like drugs and stuff, but not all, okay? But when you look at Kurdish people, Turkish people, regardless of their illegality or criminality, they still have an ecosystem that the family can all participate in, whether it's the shops, the restaurants, the this. Where is our ecosystem?
Okay.
There are some pages or people that...
That was a clip. Excuse me. That was a clip. Yeah, she has valid points. I don't agree with everything Lin Mei says. She has valid points though, like strong valid points. And she's very well spoken, you know, and I do like that. I do like when women or men, black women mix half white. Doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, if you grew up in that type of community, and you turn out to be well spoken, you turn out to be understanding, you know what you're talking about, but people won't see that as a win. You know, like the ends culture, I call it ends culture. The ends culture is so powerful. I don't know if you can understand that the ends culture, the mandem culture, the road culture, whatever culture it is. Yeah, there are some goods, there are some bads, and there's some amazings. And I honestly deep down, I honestly think, yeah, that we have to put things in place because we have so much to learn and so much to give. We've given songs, our styles, our hairstyles, our foods, our mannerisms, you know what I mean, dances, but we don't profit from it. We only profit from it from having a good time. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, like, follow, subscribe. Shout out Lin Mei. Shout out shout out Pal Sterling. Shout out Doug. Shout out Winning Talking Podcast. They're doing very well, man. Doing very, very well. It's come together, and I had to pan up.